spinning is here. Still spinning. Still spinning. Still spinning. Still spinning.
Hello. Is it me or you?
I think we said it was me, but I'm pretty sure it's you because I think this is 114.
It is. Yeah. So that's me.
That is you.
The way we do this is even is me, and of course, odd is Nicole.
I mean, I hate to say typecasting.
All right.
But
little on the news. Hi.
Two on the news, everybody.
Welcome, everyone. This is episode 114 of the Still Spinning podcast. I'm Dan. She's Nicole. And aren't you lucky Just shut up. Hi. How's it going? I'm just, my brain is like, I'm done trying to come up with anything entertaining. And here we are right at the beginning of the podcast. So that's not a good sign that my brain.
What a way to set the stage, Dan, don't you worry. I've got your back.
You know what I'm trying to say.
I do.
All right. Well, welcome. Hi, everybody. Let's see. Anything interesting going on, Nicole, we need to talk about before we get into the things that we're generally going to talk about?
It's the middle of September. I think that's shocking. And if you own a business today, apparently is the day your business taxes extension is supposed to be.
No, October.
That's personal, apparently. I don't know.
Oh, God. I was going to say, oh, no.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah. I thought, oh, no. That's a problem.
But other than that, no, I mean, I just can't believe it's the middle of September.
You want to hear a sad one?
Oh,
I think this is for Chicago as well.
Okay.
Or pretty close anyway, but
Shortest
I know for
day of the year?
Yeah, this is the last. No, not the shortest day of the year. It is the last day the sun is going to set after 7:00 until St. Patrick's Day.
That does suck.
Yep.
That does suck. I think ours is pretty much gone already.
No, it's pretty close to being the same in Chicago and
Yeah.
Milwaukee and everything. So
I'm just kind of looking out the window. I'm like, it looks dark, but that could just be my soul. You know,
I think it's Is it cloudy too, though?
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm just telling you, the official sunset, at least here in the Milwaukee area where I am, the last day the sun will set after 7:00 p.m. until St. Patrick's Day of next year.
That is a long ass time. I didn't realize that stint was so long. I mean, you definitely feel it in your heart and soul in the middle of winter of just like, my God, it's dark all the time.
I'm telling you and then there's that point where it's like we have the daylight savings when that goes back, and all of a sudden, and it is, it's coming up. We're not too far away from where like it's dark at like 4:45.
Yeah.
And then you're like, what am I doing here? Why am I not living in a place where this is not happening?
Yeah, it's real depressing. You go to work in the dark and you come home in the dark.
And depending where you work, you might stay in the dark.
Hey-oh.
Hey-oh.
Oh, jeez.
Wow.
Right. Wow.
There we go,
we're kicking
everyone.
It off just with a bang, everybody.
Could we sing Mad World if you want to throw that in here right now? You want to get that in?
His favorite song is me doing a rendition of Mad World. It's
the most depressing thing I've ever heard.
It is pretty sad, but it's also kind of accurate. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, but still depressing.
Yes. So over the weekend, I had to log into my phone to put a topic in because I was at a baseball game. I went to see the Brewers and the Cardinals play yesterday.
Yep.
Lovely day. Man, is that a great park. I keep calling it Miller Park because I haven't lived there since it wasn't Miller Park. But what's it called? American
Family Field, yeah.
Just a really, really nice ballpark. And Paul's son had got us tickets, and great tickets. We were 3. It was just 3. That was the whole row. And
really?
That is like the best thing ever.
For a Brewers Cardinals game, there was only you had a whole row.
I'm saying like the row itself, where we were seated.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Is only a row of
That's
3.
Genius. That's perfect.
It's genius. And we were right under Bernie's,
yeah.
like whatever.
The chalet or whatever.
The chalet. We were right under the chalet, and which was also great because we stayed in the shade. Like the sun moved, but the chalet. That's all I'm going to say because I don't want anyone else to take these tickets.
I feel like they should have just put Bernie away after they took the beer away. He's not sliding into the beer.
Oh, he doesn't
mug
go to
anymore.
beer anymore?
No.
Oh, he was above me. I couldn't see him.
Yeah, no, that's been that way since, I don't know, Miller. Oh, we can't have the mascot beer. I mean, like, what are you talking about? It was called Miller Park at the time. What do you mean you can't have the guy falling into? And the team is called the
Brewers.
The Brewers, right?
What do you think they're brewing? It ain't tea, people.
Yeah. So anyway,
so great seats, beautiful day, weather was great. We're sitting in the shade. First part of the game is awesome. There's no one behind us. Now the seats behind us are just two.
Nice.
It's like just a twofer. And I was like, but it was empty. There was nobody there. We're like, awesome, this is great. Until, first off, if you have a tiny child that cannot sit for the game and needs to be in the aisle running around and causing havoc, your tiny child should not be at the game. Your tiny child should be home with a babysitter. At one point, this little kid couldn't have been more than 3 years old, just took off up the stairs. And the dad kind of looked around. I'm assuming the dad, the male figure with the child, turned and looked at him, turned back to the game, turned around. At this point, there are no less than 5 or 6 adults in between him and the child before he got up to go get the child.
Well, was it in the middle of a pitch or you got to...
I mean, he had his priorities, and the priorities were not his tiny child. Anyway, I thought that was the tiny child that ended up sitting behind us. At some point, a woman and a child sat behind us, not their seats, by the way, because they had been sitting farther up. I could see them where they came from. It got sunny up there, so they moved back to be in the shade. And this kid they kept putting their feet on the back because they're like bleachers, like those metal bleacher things.
Yeah,
so there was a back, putting their feet on the back and pushing and kicking, and some points kicking me. What? And I turned around at one point and I'm like, can you please watch your feet? Thank you. And the mom, and only then was the mom did anything to like stop this child from kicking me. And in my head, I'm thinking, first off, nothing pisses me off. Nothing pisses me off more than someone sitting in an assigned seat that isn't their assigned seat.
I tell you what, I'm with you. And now this is one of these things that I get so mad about. And then people are like, but it doesn't hurt you. It doesn't matter to you.
It does matter to me though. It does, especially in this case. First, and then I was like, in my brain, am I more upset at this kid because they're not even supposed to be there? Or would I be just this upset if they were supposed to be there? I couldn't tell you which was true or not, because the reality was they weren't supposed to be there. And they were there, and they were kicking my seat. We went to a U2 show once. I know. I went because my husband loves them. And what's that?
He does?
Oh, favorite band. It's his favorite band.
You know what? I like that one song of theirs.
The one that sounds like every other.
Yeah, that's the great part about U2 is that if you know that one, then you know most of them. So
yeah. So we got to our seats at U2, and we had really good seats for U2 because Paul has a connection. And there were people in our seats, and we're like, hi, you're in our seats. And they just kept trying to scoot down. I was like, no, get out.
Yeah.
I don't play around with that shit.
And here's the thing. The reality is it doesn't matter, right? Because they can go sit I get so mad. I'm like, look, this isn't Vietnam, man. We've got rules here, right? Sorry, Big Lebowski reference.
Oh, okay. I was like, Jesus, man.
This is Vietnam, Smokey. There's rules. No, but it's like, well, then why don't I go sit right up front? Like, why do if you're not going to obey the rule? It's like, and I do this when people park, and I'm so terrible at this, and my wife is convinced I'm going to get stabbed one of these times, and I might. But like, if somebody is parked like over 2 lines, and I'm just running in to grab a drink, I will make it so you can't leave. I will park and pull in, and I will be just as big of a jerk, sometimes even bigger. Like, I will make it plainly obvious that I'm doing this so you can't leave. I will park behind your car so you can't leave. And then when I come out there, we're like, oh no, I thought it was park wherever the hell you want day. I'm sorry. There's rules here. I'm sorry. I didn't. No, I'm sorry. Well, you at the closest spot into the building took up 2.5 parking spaces. I didn't realize we had rules going on here today. I thought it was just, I'm sorry. I apologize to you, sir.
I will say, if I pull into a parking structure and someone is parked like that, and my car will fit in whatever,
every time.
I will. Because I have, as we all know, a 23-year-old car. I don't give a shit if you ding up the door. You know what I mean? Like, I'm doing it. I once, at the Wisconsin State Fair, this was many, many years ago. I still lived in Milwaukee at the time. And I think I had the same car. I had the same car or a similar size car, and I can get my car in some tiny parking spots. I am a very good parallel parker.
Yeah.
And we parked in like a neighborhood, on the street, and there was a couple sitting on the porch across the street from where we were parking, and there was a tiny ass spot, and I got my car into it, and the front of it was like this giant pickup. And we get out, it's me and a friend. I couldn't tell you who I was with, but I remember not being alone. And we get out of the car. The people across the way were just like, the guy that parked in front of you got out, looked at that spot and said, good, it's not big enough for anyone to fit in.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I am so happy to be the one that crammed my little tiny car right where he didn't want it. So I am with you. I read all these stories about people like sitting on airlines in wrong seats.
Yeah.
I absolutely.
What do you got on your ticket? Go sit there.
Right. Now, I will say, when we flew to Scotland, one of our international trips, we got upgraded after we had already purchased the ticket, so we were not together. We went to our original seats, and then we asked someone if they would switch with us. We did not assume, and if they would have said no, we would have been fine. It wouldn't have been a fight. In any way, shape, or form.
Yep.
But of course, she was a lovely Scottish woman, and she switched with us. And I think she ended up actually with a better seat than, I guess it's all relative what a better seat is. I think she ended up with a window or an aisle instead of being in the middle. But anyway, I don't understand people who just think, well, it's open, I can just sit here. No, you can't. You can't.
Yep.
It drives me insane.
So, that's funny you said that, because one time on an airline, I've been asked probably 3 or 4 times to switch seats.
Really?
Yep. And I will, if I'm like, if I'm in a window and I can go to another, I have to be in a window seat, and I don't care where it is. And I don't care. Mm-hmm. I don't mind moving up a few or back a few rows. Don't care about any of that, but it's gotta be a window seat. And so as long as I'm able to do that, I'm like, okay, well, one time this lady gets on, and it's a mom, and she's got her kid, and she's so like flustered. And it was I can't remember the exact situation, but mom needed and she needed a seat, like her kid, and I shouldn't say baby, it was her kid. So probably like 4 or 5 or something. Mm-hmm. They were like across the aisle from each other. And now personally, I would love that. I would think that's great. Not so great.
You picked those seats.
Yeah. I think it was one of those where she didn't have a choice. But anyway, so she was just flustered and everything and was worried about it. And so the flight attendant came over and said, would you like me to find? She offered to her. She said, would you like me to see if somebody will switch seat, and so you guys can sit next to each other? And my seat over here was empty. And I know what it was. There was 3 on that one side, and then 2. And I wasn't going to move I wouldn't have been a window seat. I would have had a choice of those 2 seats, but it wasn't going to be a window seat. Right, but I had the 2 seat over here, and I'm like, you know what? I'm like, I'm probably going to sleep anyway. Like, I don't care. And I told the lady, I'm like, well, I said, normally I wouldn't do this unless it was for a window seat, but okay. I could just tell mom was having a day. Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
And, so I get up and I go to sit down, and the flight attendant says, no, why don't you come up here? And I got like right up it was business class. It wasn't first class, but I got a nice big wide seat and everything, window seat. I'm like, yeah, perfect. Lovely.
See, sometimes it pays to be nice.
Yeah.
And I would be entered. If someone asked me, I will certainly hear them out.
Yeah.
I am not moving to your middle seat. I'm going to tell you that 200 times. Otherwise, I don't really have a preference, aisle or window. Doesn't really matter to me at all. But I'm not sitting in the middle. Mm-mm.
Hey, speaking of somebody who could use some help parallel parking, I can't show this. I mean, I've got it covered up, the name and everything, but and you're not going to see it very well because of the green screen. I don't know if you guys can read that or not.
Oh, that's better.
Yeah, so I had this on my car on Saturday morning. It says,
I tapped the back of your
If I pull it forward, you probably. Oh,
there we go. I tapped the back of your car when I was parallel parking. Here's my name and I'm assuming number.
Yeah.
Oh. That's nice.
Well, my car was up on the curb, so it was more than a tap.
That's
It was a significant tap, but I called her. She was very nice. It was a little accident, but like, man.
Yeah.
And I wanted to be, I just couldn't be mad about it because I'm like, look, I've seen like this could have been much, much worse. People, whatever.
It was nice of her to put a note. My car's probably been hit 4,000 times and nobody's ever left me a note.
Yep. So, and I talked to her on the phone, and I left her a message. She called me back lovely person. And
Aw.
and now I'm like, well, like, I don't even want, do I want to turn it into insurance? I'm like, yeah, because somebody's got to pay for my car. But then again, I'm like,
So
but
there
I'm
was
not
enough damage that you think like it needs to be fixed?
I mean,
Yeah.
it's pretty good damage.
Damn,
I
that
mean,
wasn't a tap then.
right. No, well, like I said, I was up on the curb. It was not a
Yeah.
tap. But
Ooh,
she said that she had it. She thought she was in reverse. She pulled into the parking spot. She was doing like a parallel parking thing. She pulled in. She thought she had it in reverse, but it was actually, she pushed her gas and it went forward and smacked into my car. So
yeah, I think we've all been there.
yep, that's what I'm like. Yeah, I'm like, well, I could see myself doing that. As the older you get, the more you're like, yeah, I totally do that.
Oh,
Right? Like,
100%.
yeah, 1,000 times,
Oh,
lady.
yeah.
Don't worry about it. I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that old song and dance? Done
Yeah.
it. Yep, absolutely.
Probably still do it today too.
So just through talking about it, I think I would have been just as mad, even if they weren't supposed to be sitting in those seats. That
yeah,
kid
I
was
mean, it's
kicking
just
me.
that's all. I mean, just make your kid. We've had this, and as somebody who doesn't have kids, though, it drives me nuts when you go to, like, we've talked about it, like Qdoba, and there's a line of 75 people, and mom wants to let her 9-year-old kid who's not even paying attention running. Okay, do you want lettuce? Okay, do you want
Just order it.
Yes, you know what your kid
he
eats. Put it on there.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
Yeah. Good times.
yeah.
Yes.
Right, I know. And that's the other thing. James says, just make sure it didn't damage any sensors or harnesses or anything. Right, because, you look at that and go, oh, that's it's a few scratches. And then you take it in, they go, yeah, it'll be $3,700. You're like, wait,
Yeah,
what?
probably.
Yeah, so.
We just talked about this, right? $900. I guarantee it's going to be at least $900.
Oh, of course it is. Yeah.
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 Mm-hmm.
All right, so let me, now I'm just going to read you. Tell me this is not a, they teach people to write headlines that capture the attention.
Sure, clickbait.
Clickbait, but this is clickbait, but it's pretty accurate. I mean, it is what it is. And here's what the headline says that I'm scrolling through and I see this. I'm like, and I didn't even read the story. And I'm like, well, we got to talk about this because
all right, what is it?
I've read the story now, but at the time I'm like, I don't care. I said, this headline, I know we're talking about this. Man, this is from NBC 10 in Boston, by the way. Man, 34, has tooth implanted in eye to restore his vision.
Oh, God. Why would you even say those words to me? Also, what?
That's the second part is the key part there. Well, it's your eye tooth. So, I mean, that works.
Oh, my God, Dan.
Hello, dad joke.
Stop it.
Brett?
I wish, do you have a bump
Somewhere.
on your soundboard?
I'm sure I do. I got.
Oh, because boy, did you miss an opportunity.
Let's see. Brent Chapman can see again after doctors pulled out one of his teeth, flattened it, drilled a hole in it, and placed a lens inside and implanted the tooth in one of his eyes.
What?
It seems bizarre, but the complex operation, informally known as tooth in eye surgery. I mean, there's like nothing they're saying that, like, everything is so damn accurate here, right?
That sounds so
formerly known as tooth in eye surgery, can help restore vision in patients with the most severe forms of corneal blindness. It sounded a little science fiction-y. I was like, who thought of this? Like, this is so crazy, said Chapman. Usually the reaction is shock and surprise and frank disbelief that it even exists, says Dr. Greg Maloney. The technique was developed in the 1960s, and Maloney estimates several hundred people around the world have undergone the procedure. So how do we not know about this?
And isn't there just, okay, it was developed in the 60s, but have we not moved past using someone's tooth?
Do we have like something we can, I mean, we have fake hips. We have fake.
We have synthetic everything. Yeah. How can there not be a synthetic eye?
Let's see. It's for patients who have a healthy back of the eye, but have suffered severe damage to the front of the eye, the cornea, from a chemical burn, a fire or explosion, or an autoimmune reaction where the immune system attacks the eye. In those cases, doctors need a way to restore a clear window to the back of the eye, like changing a severely damaged windshield in a car, they said.
And the tooth is the first thing they thought of?
Humans have been trying to figure for hundreds of years, have been trying to figure out how to put artificial cornea on the front of an eyeball. The biggest issue is getting it to stay in place so the body doesn't reject it. A patient's own tooth solves that problem. It's a hard structure that can survive the harsh environment, and the body understands it as part of itself, allowing it to grow into place.
Gross.
I have a picture of it.
Gross. I hope you do not show it.
Oh, I'm about to show it.
Oh my God. I can't. I do not do well with dental stuff.
Well, this isn't dental.
But it is because it's still, they got to get the tooth out somehow, right? So now they're pulling out your tooth, flattening it. Oh God.
Hold on. You're going to love it. You ready?
No.
You're going to love it.
Oh God. Stop. Oh my God. That is freaking horrifying. Why is it red?
Well, I don't know. I think, would you rather have a red eye and see than to have like no eye? And that might be just right after the surgery. So I don't know. But
also,
yeah,
I probably shouldn't tell you this, but I'm going to tell you this anyway. Many years ago, when I was in college, I worked at a photomat. And this was when we still like developed actual film. And it was one of those little, standalone in the middle of a parking lot, drive through.
Oh yeah, those were the best. Yeah, that's where everybody brought their nudie pictures.
And the people working there would make copies of the nudie pictures.
Every time, yes.
Every time. So don't kid yourself. If you have ever taken a nudie picture and taken it to a place, there is 1,000% guarantee at least one copy exists.
I had friends that worked at those and they would bring them to school.
Yes. Well, we were
around.
Doing the photos one time and you always have to flip through the pictures after they've developed so that you can make sure, that they turned out, nothing stuck together, whatever. They went, why is this picture of this eye so hairy? Let's just say it was a glass eye inserted into a different place of the lady variety. So when you turned it, you went, oh! I might still have a copy of that particular picture. But your brain goes like, why did you do
that? Why would you take it?
I don't know. Someone clearly had a fetish. Someone clearly had a fetish. And it was just like that moment of like your brain can't compute quite what it's seeing right away.
Who would take the picture?
Oh, and it was a close-up, my friend.
How did that conversation go, honey? I love you.
Sure
I love you very much. I love you very much, honey.
Yeah.
I would really love if you would take my eye.
Yep. And then they also had a one in the mall, Mayfair Mall, I think it was in. Yeah, we had to call the cops at least once.
Oh, don't bring it down. Why?
Sorry.
Nicole, we're in a good place there.
We were in a good place. Man, people take pictures. One of my favorites outside of the hairy eyeball was this woman who was, she was a curvy lady and she was in like some little skimpy outfit. She was laying on the floor in front of a velvet painting of the Last Supper.
Sure.
I was like, maybe she was. God. I don't know what was on the menu that night.
Nicole, you have got to, I don't care what you do.
Find a copy of that.
I need to see that picture.
Oh,
I have got to see somewhere that picture would be blown up and framed above my
You think it might, but then you're like, no. Oh, look, it might be.
I don't care what storage shed you have to look.
Yeah, it might be in storage, but I'd have to kind of guess and figure out what year ish that was. It also, I tend to put stuff in my jewelry box. I doubt it's in there, but I'll see if I can find it. But holy moly, the things people do. So what I'm saying is, I guess there are weirder things to put in other body parts than the tooth in your eye.
Like how you tend to put stuff in your jewelry box. Well, that's good because other people tend to put stuff in other
boxes.
Yeah. No, okay. Oh God, Nicole.
Oh God, Dan, it was so funny.
I gotta see this picture now.
I'll do what I can to find it. I can't make a guarantee though.
I just maybe recreate it for me.
Absolutely freaking not. And I am everything in me just clenched.
I know. As soon as I know, same.
Mm-hmm.
But now I'm going on to AI to see if I can create that photo.
But you won't know unless I see it. Before we started today, by the way, everybody, Dan had to get up to get something. And I said, I hope you are wearing pants. And the next thing I know is just his bare legs sticking into the frame. He's wearing shorts, but I was a little scared for a minute.
I am wearing pants.
Yeah,
Short pants, but pants. Okay. All right.
Yes. All right.
God. Last one. Jeez.
Our last
I
one.
feel like we should just stop there, but no, let's not.
Stop right now. All
Dog.
right. Excuse me?
The dog just decided to. There is between me and the green screen behind me. There is this much room, and the dog has decided to.
That he needed to be in that
Yeah.
space.
Yep.
I get it.
Yep.
So this is an article about dark showering. Can dark showering fix bad sleep habits? Dark showering is pretty much as it sounds, taking a shower in the dark, removing all or most light sources. But it's not just about turning the lights off. It can act as a form of sensory deprivation. By taking away such distractions as overhead lights, phones, and excess sounds, showering becomes a time to be mindful and to fully concentrate on you, your body, and the sensations you're experiencing. This practice taps into something
Was that on a different line?
I was scrolling down already when then I heard it. This practice taps into something profound. It's rooted not only in modern science, but also resonates with blah, blah, which is spoken about mindful bathing, ritualized self-care for about 5,000 years. So it's some sort of like wellness ideology.
Okay.
Do you want to know what would happen? And I can guarantee this. If I dark showered, I would fall and break my damn neck.
Yeah.
I can barely shower. I can't see when I take a shower because I have to take my contacts out because they get really itchy if I shower with them in. So I already am at a deficit where I can't see, but you turn the lights off on top of that, and I am F you.
It can't be like completely dark showering, right? Like, or is this because that's like, is it talking complete sensory deprivation? How do you move in the shower? Like, how do you?
I mean, I'm assuming
Gotta have some light in there somehow.
First off, if you live in a city, you're probably not completely dark anyway. At least if you leave the bathroom door open.
Right.
Do you shower with the door open or closed?
Open.
Me too.
The dog comes in and sleeps on the floor outside literally gets on the bath mat. So he's up against the shower. So you have to step over that's going to kill me someday. You say, but someday I'm going to step out of that shower and slip because number one, I have to step over him. Number two, he's on the bath mat. So I'm stepping onto the actual linoleum floor, whatever that is. So you say, but it will kill me someday.
The article references little to no light. So I think it's probably personal preference on if you are able to handle it. I am strangely intrigued by the idea of a sensory deprivation tank, like going to because you can go to places and do that. Yeah. But I'm also afraid I'm going to freak out. Yeah. And want out immediately.
So you've never done sensory deprivation?
Sean, I have not. Have you?
No.
Oh, I was like,
I mean, there's been,
I've do. All right. If you have to pay for it doesn't count.
No. I was gonna say, like, I feel like there've been times where I've talked to you where you've had a few, and you are pretty much. I'm not sure your senses are operating at that point.
That's different. Sensory operation is different than deprivation. Deprivation's when you can't see anything. There's no smells. That's just like dark and floating. You're usually in water. Like a bathtub kind of situation.
This feels like new age feel goodery is what it feels. What it's like. I don't know about those. Although it says it's 5,000. Everything they say, but this is from 5,000 years ago.
Yeah, there's also.
I was gonna say, I suppose it makes sense though. Like the more if you're gonna shower and then go to bed, the earlier you get away from all lights and distractions, and you start focusing on that sleep and your breathing and all that. I mean, it makes sense that you would go to sleep more easily because that's what they tell you to do.
Right. Well, they talk to this woman, Dr. Ali Hare, who's president of the British Sleep Society.
Does she have a glass eye?
Daniel. What is your middle name? Is it Michael?
Joseph.
Daniel Joseph Dybert. How dare you talk about the glass eye, vajayjay?
I'm sorry.
When talking about
it's her name. It was her name that did it.
It was Dr. Ali Hare. Hare. Like, oh my God.
Okay. All right.
I've lost you now, totally. But she talks about like the most beneficial part is obviously the warm water itself, because much like you just said, right? Like that kind of is, if you take a shower right before you go to bed, you're relaxed. I just start sweating.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm like, it's too hot. I'm too hot. I need to cool down first. But it also, they said taking the shower under dim light conditions may also help to signal the body that it's time for sleep, because the dim light is a signal for the release of one of the key hormones of sleep, melatonin. And then they start talking about circadian rhythm, which is, that natural sleep cycle that we all have, where it's like deep sleep, REM sleep, not really sleep, whatever. But again, I would just hurt myself.
This just seems like a trend. Like this,
everything's a trend, and everything needs a name.
Yeah.
It's not just showering with the lights off anymore. Now it's dark showering.
Somebody, you know what I heard about the other day?
Is it about how a politician got paid extra for dark shower?
No.
That's just somebody who's really dehydrated. It's
no.
Cold to shower, but someone who hasn't had water in like 3 days.
It's dark shower. At least we keep ourselves entertained. So no, somebody told me there's a new TikTok challenge that's out there. Yeah, right. And I'm just going to tell you what they told me. And I'm not on TikTok, so I can't tell you. And apparently it might go away like this week.
Oh, what is it?
No, the TikTok might go away this week.
Oh, again?
Yeah. So, but we'll see. But, it's the trend is for boys to walk into like a public restroom and just pee on the floor.
Why do all of these trends involve either them killing themselves or causing real harm, or being total a-holes and making everyone else's life hell?
I don't know. And it's always in like some public place where it's all, and I'm like, number one, why? I don't know. It's just dumb, but I was going to say number two, but clearly not number two. No. But I don't understand. Like, just wait till you're 50 and you just do it anyway. Like, there's no, I'm not, you don't put it all over TikTok. It's just what happens.
Mm-hmm. Circadian rhythm, everybody.
So,
I hate kids. And their
stupid
things.
Shower beers is a great label.
Shower beers.
Yes. Yeah, right. Exactly. Can we just not pee on the floor? That would be great. Yes.
I mean, it's disgusting on a whole lot of levels, and you're making someone's life hell. And you know what I hope? That if you go out and you do this, I'm coming to your bedroom and I am peeing on your bed.
Yeah, I mean, like I do, I'm petty in that way too. Like at a hotel, for example, if there's somebody and it's 2 o'clock in the morning and 3 o'clock and they're just making so much noise, I do it every time. I get up at 6, so let's play this game. And then, so when I'm up at 6 o'clock, I will literally bang everything I can on I'll close the doors, close every drawer hard. I'll hit the wall. I mean, I'm like, you know what? If you're going to wake me up, I'm waking you up. So yeah. Although I don't think I could be petty in this way. Like I couldn't I'm going to come to your house and pee on the floor. Although, like I said, it just sometimes happens. So
right. You
get to that certain age.
Do it is what you're saying.
Yeah. The subsequent compelled slip and slide immediately afterwards might fix that.
I mean, honestly, I hope they hurt themselves. I hope they slip in it and fall in it and have to just deal with it.
Yeah.
Assholes. All right, everyone. This has been episode 114 of the Still Spinning Podcast. If you are like, wow, I wish I had even more content every week. Well, guess what? You can. To do that, you just become a spinner, which is what we call our Patreons or our subscribers. You can become a spinner. Small monthly fee gets you additional content almost every single week. I say almost every single week. It is every week unless something happens.
Sometimes we don't have regular episodes, but we still do bonus spins.
That's right. And you know who gets to hear that? Only the spinners, not the normies. That's right. To find out how you can become a spinner, visit our website at stillspinningpodcast.com. You can also find out how to buy some cool merch. You might be able to find some previous episodes there.
Don't forget the welcome package when you sign up. You get while supplies last. We got stickers. We got bumpers. We got a whole bunch of crap that we got.
And it comes in a cool Still Spinning envelope. I don't even think I have the bumper sticker.
And the one that says I ruined the value of my car. Mm-hmm. Please listen to the podcast. Yeah.
Yes.
And while supplies last, we still have some hot sauce.
Ooh. So if you sign up, September is my birthday month.
Yep.
So how many do you have left? Do you know, Dan? Give it
5 or 6, maybe.
The next 4, if you sign up, 4 people, the first 4 people to sign up in the month of September, the month of my birth, you will also get a hot sauce. After that, No.
I mean, look, all I'm saying is you could subscribe, get the hot sauce, and then unsubscribe.
Why would you tell people how to?
I mean, I don't do that. It's kind of it's kind of stealing, but I'm saying you
move,
you
but
could.
You could do it.
You could.
You could. Yeah, there's no contract to sign for
No.
how long you're going to be a spinner.
No.
So as long as we get that welcome package out to you before you quit, you know.
Still waiting on the still spinning cod piece. Yes.
Mm-hmm. I read that as the name of a boat, the SS cod piece.
That's awesome.
I mean, either works. Either works.
Yes. Okay.
That's it. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. Spinners, you will have some bonus content on Friday. Everybody else, we will talk to you next week. Have a good week, everybody.